Let's talk about the top 5 meta title mistakes that I see on sites. As you guys know, I work on a ton of sites that have either been hit by Google algo updates or they are stuck in rankings. So I get a bird's eye view of the mistakes that are being made with meta titles. And let me tell you, they are simple, easy mistakes to make, then anyone can make it anytime. So let's talk about it. So the first mistake that I run into with meta titles is they are not keyword focused. Let me show you an example. Here's a site with a meta title, and it just so happens to be a local site. The meta title is Expert Air Conditioning, Plumbing, and Heating. This is a company that offers air conditioning, plumbing, and heating, and they're shoving all of their services into one meta title. You want it to be keyword focused. So your most valuable keyword for this page might be air conditioning, or it might be plumbing, or even could be heating. But you don't want it to be all of your keywords at once. Another example is how to grow succulents from leaves and stem cuttings. Now, affiliate sites don't make this mistake as much because their title is often their main keyword that they are focusing on, and they're looking for how to grow succulents from leaves and stem cuttings. And that title is then carried through to the meta title. So they make this mistake a lot less than local sites make. But if you're struggling to rank your site, make sure your most valuable keyword is the main focus of your meta title and that you're not squeezing in a whole bunch of other keywords. All right, the second mistake that I see being made is you're not front loading your most valuable keyword. So I want you to have a meta title that's keyword focused, but also front loaded. It doesn't mean it has to be all the way at the front, but as close to the front as you can get. Now for local, that would be perhaps your air conditioning keyword, but also your city. Do you see how this one is Expert Air Conditioning, Plumbing, and Heating in Austin, Texas, all the way at the end? I prefer the city to be moved a lot closer to the front. So I want one focused keyword with your city front loaded into the meta title. Again, affiliate sites have this problem a lot less often because their title is often their main focused keyword, and it's often dropped right into the meta title, just how you see it on the page. But for local, pay attention to where you have the city. You don't want it all the way over here at the end. You need it closer to the beginning. Here's another example. They have their brand name, Mojica Plumbing, welcome to Mojica Plumbing, Austin. Austin's all the way at the end. You want to move it to the front. I'm assuming their main keyword is plumbing, and they service the Austin area. So you need Austin moved front loaded closer over by your main keyword. All right, the next mistake is you want to make sure each focused keyword is only on one page or one post of your entire website. For instance, this is Plumbers Austin, Round Rock, Georgetown, and Cedar Park. I'm assuming plumbers is their main keyword. Then they have Austin, maybe that's their main focus city, but then they're focused on Round Rock, Georgetown, and also Cedar Park. And then on the same website, they have Cedar Park Plumber, so they are focusing on Cedar Park on another page. So you don't want to focus on Cedar Park on the home page. And then they also have another page for Round Rock. So you've got the home page focusing on Round Rock and Cedar Park, and then you have interior pages focused on the exact same keywords. Now for affiliate sites, I see them doing this often, but it's often by accident because the sites become so large. Maybe you're not keeping track of what you've already written about. And so sometimes they will cover how to grow succulents from leaves and stem cuttings, and then they'll cover a different portion using the same focus keyword. So how to grow succulents from leaves and stem cuttings, but there might be a slight twist to that, but still the same main focus keyword. So you want to be careful that if your main focus keyword is how to grow succulents from leaves and stems, you're not covering how to grow succulents from stem cuttings. Now, that was long-winded. For what I'm trying to say is, if this is your main keyword, do not focus this keyword on any of your other pages. All right, the next major mistake that I see people making is they are stuffing their keywords into their meta title. Here are some examples of how we used to do local websites. We would do a meta title, something like Dallas Plumbing Company, and then we'd have a separation, plumber, plumbers. We would do plumber, plumbers, plumbing, and then maybe brand name at the end. The algo has changed since when we used to do this. We used to do this because we wanted to pick up plumber, plumbers, and plumbing all on the same page. We wanted to rank for plumbing company in Dallas, plumber, and plumbers in Dallas. And so we were having to put every keyword into that meta title. However, things have changed and we no longer need to do that. So now we want very focused, concise meta titles. So if this is a plumbing company and their main city is Austin, this particular meta title would be solely focused on plumbers in Austin. We wouldn't have to say plumbers, plumbing, plumber, all in the same meta title. You can pick up plumber and plumbers without having to put it into the meta title. And there are other ways of us doing that, right? Sprinkling it throughout the content, using interlinking, using entities. There's other ways to do it. We no longer need to keyword stuff our titles. And an affiliate, this would be how to grow succulents from leaves and stems. And then if they started stuffing in how to grow succulents from leaves, how to grow succulents from stems. Sometimes I see something like how to grow succulents from leaves and stem cuttings to grow your succulents, or they just sort of rephrase their main focus of the keyword. You don't want to rephrase. You want one concise, focused keyword. For me, it's the most valuable keyword, either in traffic or in value. And the last biggest mistake that I see being made is you have really long meta titles that are longer than 60 characters, and way over at the end, you have your city name and it's way past the 60 character mark. You want to move it closer in. So you want a meta title that is focused, not duplicated, not keyword stuff, 60 characters or shorter. Of course, your meta titles can be a lot longer than 60 characters. However, your main focused keywords and your city name better be in the first 60 and closer to the front loaded. So those are the 5 mistakes that I see websites making all of the time. And like I said, it's really easy to do. The larger your site, the easier this becomes to make mistakes. I've had a lot of questions about how to get in touch with me if you have a stuck site or a site hit with the Google Algo updates. You can go to Ysais Digital Marketing, fill out the form, and I'll get back to you.